Hey everyone, we're getting back into the building science again. And this is Ken from SIGA with Google Autosuggest Building Science Edition. Now that I've got you here and got your attention, we're gonna start seeing what you've been Googling. What is a curtain wall assembly? Curtain wall assembly is basically just where your wall panel is non-structural. So think of like a big skyscraper full of glass. Those glass panels don't actually hold the building up. The cores do that. So non-structural wall assembly is what a curtain wall assembly is. Next up, what is a wall assembly? This is a collection of all the components that go into making the wall of your building. How to calculate the wall assembly R value. All right, the most important part about calculating the wall assembly R value is understanding that it's not just the R value of your insulation. So you can't just put R13 insulation in your wall and your wall is R13. You need to accommodate for the studs, the thickness of the studs, how many studs there are, if you're putting exterior insulation. So you need to accommodate for everything that's in the wall to get your effective R value, which if it's just studs and insulation is actually going to be lower than the insulation number. Rockwool has a really great effective R value calculator on their website. Just Google effective R value calculator Rockwool, and you can go from there. All right, now we have wall assembly in cold climates. Your wall assembly in your cold climates is going to depend a lot about your building performance goals and your building type. So like, you have a different wall assembly if it's a taller building versus a residential structure, if you're building a passive house versus code built. So there's some differences there. All right, and last but not least, we have wall assembly in residential versus commercial construction. So sometimes they can be the same. So let's say you're building just like a small little building. They might be built nearly identically. The bigger the building, the different the wall assembly gets. So if it's a residential house, you're not going to see the same wall assembly, say, in like a 12-story mid-rise building. Codes change for commercial construction versus residential construction. There's a lot of like fire protection things that go into it. So there can be quite a few differences that is a little bit more in depth than a Google Autosuggest video allows for explanation. So we are done with today's. I can't wait to see you guys again because I'll be back in front of this camera entertaining you hopefully soon. See you soon.